What's up, what's up, what's up, my fellow creators? Welcome, guys. I hope you're having a phenomenally blessed day. Thank you for joining me for a moment with yours truly. In our grief series today, we are going down the rabbit hole with death as a celebration, guys. And I just want to tell you guys, it's a true honor being here, sharing this time, this space with you. Thank you for allowing me your most precious asset, your time, and being in this moment so that we could co-create together. And I want to thank all of my subscribers, anybody that's a new subscriber, returning viewers, new viewers. Just know that you all are welcome. I hope you find home here. I hope you guys find inspiration and the strength and motivation to take back your power and make the changes in your life that you need to make. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. Let's go, guys. So down the rabbit hole with death as a celebration. I think that this is so important when you've experienced death in life. Death is such a heavy, heavy situation. Like, they call it grief, right? And I've said this in so many of my other videos. Like, it is called grief for a reason because there's so many stages that come with it. Yet, when you look at different cultures that actually celebrate death, they don't have as hard a time getting over the loss of a loved one that many Americans face, I feel. And maybe it's not just Americans. Maybe there are other cultures out there that don't celebrate death or that don't even talk about it. So this is just to anybody around the world. If you guys have family members or a situation where you guys have lost somebody but nobody talks about it, you know, this is for you guys too, because this is something that's so important. You know, the only thing that we're promised in life is death. One day we'll take our first breath and one day we'll take our last breath. And we don't know when that day will come. So when it does come for those around us and even for ourselves, I mean, for me, it's like when I go, I want people to celebrate the life that I lived. And my prayer is that one day they'll all look and be like, because of you, I didn't give up. Right? Like that's the prayer that I have, and that might be a lot to stretch for, but at the same time, it's a goal, right? And it's a goal, and I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't even know what's going to happen in 5 minutes. Hopefully this video is still, right? But when we forget to celebrate the life of those that have gone before us, we will get ourselves stuck in a situation where we're constantly sad about them. We're not able to overcome the fact that they're gone. And we will cut ourselves off from the memories that we've made with them because thinking about the memories is too painful. And it's not too painful. It's like it's just that is triggering the grief that maybe you didn't feel when they did pass. And so that's why it's good to always think about those memories that you guys had, because that will help you guys deal and cope with the sadness and the absence of that person. I still cry. Shoot, I was crying at the breakfast table this morning with my grandpa and my dad, talking about my mom. You know, I still cry. I still cry about my brother. I still cry about my grandma. You know, it's like mom was the hardest for me. I will not lie about that. Mom was the hardest for me because nobody loves you like your mother does. Nobody. And maybe you guys didn't have a mother like that. And I feel blessed that I do have a mother like that. But for me, my hardest was my mother. And it was just hard because she went from being this strong, amazing woman to just seeing her life leave her. And that was so hard. And so today I got to talk about all the neat things that she was doing when she was at her prime and she was the mom that I knew. And that was how anytime I was hurt, you know, she would show up and tell me it's going to be okay. You can get through this. And how she would always hold my hand and she would always stand up for me and how she would always cheer me on and encourage me, and just such a blessing. These memories. And I think about that, it's like she didn't die in vain. She took a sacrifice so that I could take the journey that I came on. And that's a celebration for her. I know she's celebrating. I get to talk to her every day. So when you're struggling with the loss of a loved one, and I know a lot of you are, my throat just faltered. What's a good memory that you can think about that might make you laugh? You know, one of my favorite memories that I think of with my mom and my grandma is my grandma just gotten this Infiniti. In fact, my grandpa still has it. Call it grandma's car. But I'll never forget, we went to Boulder to pick it up. And we were driving it back. And on the way back, my grandma, she's speeding up on the highway, and the radio just starts getting really loud, and she's like, feels like she's screaming over the radio, and she turns it down. We come to a stoplight. She takes off again. My mom and her are talking, and here goes the radio going up real loud, and she's just like, what is up with this radio? Okay, and you guys are probably all, oh no, it has an acceleration on it, so when you accelerate it gets loud. No, this car was not that new. It didn't, I mean, it was brand new for her. It was brand new at the time, but it did not have that feature on it. Grandma stops at the next stoplight. She pulls off the road. She's like, I gotta figure this out. She's like, I can't right here with this. And I'm sitting in the back seat, and I'm over there like, oh Lord, what's going on? She looks down, and she's like staring at the steering wheel, right? And my grandma's not one that pressed all the buttons, not like my grandpa and my brother. My grandpa and my brother, they know what every button does, but it was just the three of us, my mom, my grandma, and I. That was just the three of us. My grandma's staring at the steering wheel. She's like, what are all these buttons doing? And so the way that my grandma drove, she drove with her hands right on the side of where, so that here's the horn and how the horn comes out like that, and she would drive with her hands like this. Always, I don't know, what is that? I got a clock here at 3 and 9, not 10 and 2, but 3 and 9. Like, that was how she always drove. I'm like, I had to look at the clock, like, oh my gosh. And she finally figured it out that every time she would drive, she put her hand right there, and she was hitting the up volume because there's a volume control on the steering wheel. And when she figured that out, we were sitting there on the side of the road, and all three of us were laughing so hard. We sat there for 15 minutes laughing. You guys are probably like, that's not really that funny of a story, but it's just one of those things, like, if you could have seen how loud the radio got and how my grandma's like screaming to tell my mom whatever it was she was trying to, she's like, there's no reason for me to yell. Like, why do I feel like I'm screaming at you? Turn the radio down, and then up it goes again. And like, it just kept happening. And finally, when she figured it out that she was hitting the volume button, it would just, all of us were done. We were done. And that is one of my favorite memories because it was just such a weird situation, you know. It was just like, but here we are laughing and enjoying about it. And then I thought about one of my favorite times, and I'm so sad I don't have this video anymore, but I had an iPhone. It was when the iPhone first came out. I was working for Apple. And it was so cute because my mom was on the phone with my grandma, and we were sitting outside of Napa, and my dad was getting some parts. And my grandma made my mom laugh so hard. And my mom had the best laugh. Like, let me tell you guys, everybody says my laugh makes people laugh. No, my mom, her laugh was just like, it was like bells and chimes and just so beautiful, right? I loved her laugh. And she laughed so hard, and I took a video of it on my iPhone. And she realized what I was doing, and when she turned around, she looked at me, she goes, "Would you stop?" And she puts her hand in there, and then, of course, then we got laughing again, and I had to stop the video because it was just, we were laughing. And that's just another one of my favorite memories. And there's so many, but that's why I bring these memories up to you guys, is to see that, like, think about those times when you laughed with that person, and then think about if it was you, you know, like if you left, would you want that person that you're thinking about to be miserable and depressed because you weren't here? Would you want them to celebrate the times that you guys had together? I think about my mom, and I know that she would want me to celebrate the times that we had together because she always told me about that. Everybody that passed before her. We can't be sad. We need to celebrate their lives. And the hardest one for her was my brother. She just kind of, after that, she just couldn't do it anymore because it took a part of her. It's like she knew what to do, but she couldn't do it anymore because it just took a part of her away. And I know that if she had stuck true to what it is that she told everyone else to do when everybody passed away, she would still be here today. Dying of a broken heart is a real thing. Yes, my mom had cancer. But I believe in the depths of my soul that the reason she got the cancer she got is because she never grieved my brother. Everything that happens to us is tied to some aspect of ourselves that we're not allowing ourselves to express. So let yourself express those emotions. Let yourself express that fear, that pain. Don't be afraid of that. That's how we can use death as a celebration. Remembering all those things that we've done with that person. Remembering all those times. Remembering all those situations that we've gone through. It's beautiful. Because you got the blessing of having to spend time with them. And that is the greatest blessing of all. Time. I love you guys. Sending out so much light and love to you guys and encouragement for those of you that are suffering with grief on your mind right now. This too shall pass if you choose to let it. I'm going to get on out of here. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below. Set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And with that being said, until next time, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we meet each other again. Mwah. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye.